Hello, it's me. I've not long been home from work, but I had to do this before I forgot. Because I watched this last night, well, these two films last night, and they are just gory as gory can get. They are Machete and Machete Kills. Now, these are two films, as you can see, one and two, starring Danny Trejo as Machete. And then you got Michelle Rodriguez as she or Luz. Then you got Jessica Alba as what's her name, Satala. And then you got Robert De Niro and Jeff Fahey in the background. Uh, Generally, this film is about it says a badass star-studded action fest from Robert Rodriguez. Machete is the most outrageously explosive entertainment you're likely to see. Danny Trejo stars as the hard-as-nail ex-Mexican federale seeking revenge against the vicious drug lord Steven Seagal, who is not there, believe it or not. Blah, 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 blah. A ruthless vigilante who's Don Johnson. A power-mad politician, Robert De Niro. He is helped out on his violent quest by a beautiful immigration agent, Jessica Alba. Wherever she is. There she is. A tough revolutionary, Michelle Rodriguez, and by his brother, a priest who is Cheech Marin, whilst also finding solace with a drug addict along the way, who is actually Lindsay Lohan. I don't think there's much difference between her character in this and in real life. Bit of a spoiler there, but you never know. So, Viva Machete. This film is awesome. It's got more more blood and guts than you can shake a stick at or a machete at in this particular case. Then we have Machete 2, Machete Kills. Now, this is actually my birthday. These are my birthday presents. This is actually the hologram. So if I can get it to work, there you go. It's only the same picture, but the thing is, when I opened it, I didn't expect to see the hologram cover, so I was kind of like, oof. Anyway, Machete 2. Danny Trejo stars as the ex-Mexican federale agent Machete Cortez in this high-action thriller from visionary director Robert Rodriguez. Machete Cortez is recruited by the President of the United States, introducing Carlos Estevez, better known as Charlie Sheen, who I only recently found out is actually Emilio Estevez's cousin or brother, I don't know, something like that. For a mission which would be impossible for any mortal man. He must fight his way across Mexico to take down a madman revolutionary and an eccentric billionaire arms dealer, Mel Gibson, by the way, who has hatched a plot to spread war across the planet by launching a weapon into space. That's actually slightly wrong. He's actually going to fire missiles into the US and Russia and somewhere else, which I forget, but not actually then fly into space because he's got a space station. So Machete Kills features an all-star cast including Amber Heard from Drive Angry, Vanessa Hudgens from Breakers, Michelle Rodriguez from Fast and Furious, Sofia Vergara, I'm sorry if I say that wrong, TV's Modern Family, Alexa Vega from Spy Kids. Now I'm actually trying to remember which character it is. I think I know who it is, but I'll come to that in a second. Jessica Alba from Sin City, Antonio Banderas from The Mask of Zorro, Cuba Gooding Jr. from Joe Maguire, and the film debut of Lady Gaga. Now, the reason I'm saying in that voice is because I will put the link to the trailer, and the guy who does the voice of it is just brilliant, and he is actually in the film, but he's kind of like if ever you watched Home Improvements with Tim Allen and those annoying kids. You had Wilson, and all you saw was like that part of his face. It's kind of like that. He's just the voiceover man, but all you see is his arm. Whether it's his arm or not is another question. Right. So in this version, it's got the special features which I haven't watched yet. It says if Carlos Estevez was president, 6 degrees of Robert Rodriguez, and the cast and crew interviews. And then in the first one, it's got deleted scenes and the audience reaction track. Now, if you want to go and watch it, I thoroughly recommend it because this one is just brilliant. It shows you what you can do with a minigun attached to a motorbike, and Jeff Fahey going around and basically just killing stuff. And then in this one, it's got Machete holding, um, hang on, the triple bladed machete, which is really cool. Um, I don't actually know who the girl is, but she really hates men, so she has two miniguns strapped to her chest, and then the knob gun from Dusk Till Dawn. If you've seen the film, you know what I'm talking about. If you haven't, then I recommend you watch Dusk Till Dawn first, and then you'll get the point. Um, and then you got a guy who's Cuba Gooding Jr., who plays a guy called the Comedian, who literally pulls his face off and is the new identity underneath. I'm trying to think what I've seen that it's been like. I'm sure it'll come to me at some point. What else? And then there's going to be Machete Kills again in space. Now, whether that's true, I know there is going to be a third and final Machete film, which has yet to be announced, and I think it's in pre-production at the moment. But it's going to start Michelle Rodriguez and obviously Danny Trejo, Lady Gaga, apparently as whoever the hell she wants to be, and apparently Justin Bieber as a robot who is meant to look like Bleep from Buck Rogers. I mean, that little robot boy. He's meant to be that version, and Machete shoots him repeatedly until nothing's left. Which, good one on you. Like I said, recommend going watching this film, especially in the second film. Well, let me put it this way: I've now seen what you can do with a grappler hook, and a helicopter blade, and a machete. Didn't see that one coming. And then what you can do to some bloke who's been gutted, and you have a helicopter handy. What you do is you stab him in the stomach after he's been sliced open, grab his intestine, and throw it into the helicopter blade, and then watch him get pulled up and splattered. Go watch Machete. You owe it to Danny Trejo to watch it because he is awesome. And I'm going to leave it there. So on Saturday, because today's Wednesday, I know it's early, but like I said, I had to do it before I forgot. I'm going to be doing a review of The Fly, the first one, and I'll probably do the second one, and Terminator 1 and 2 in full. So, ta-ra.